Whether you are pregnant, wanting to become pregnant, whether you don't want babies at all but your best friend or your sister do, having the knowledge of the costs associated, the birth outcomes, postpartum care, having all that information and feeling prepared is going to help you walk into motherhood or support your best friend through motherhood, feeling just confident and like a rock star. According to the National Academics of Science, Engineering, Medicine, 98.4% of women are giving birth in the hospital. The March of Dimes 2022 data shows that 32.1% of hospital births ended in a C-section, and 22.5 out of 100 live births were a primary C-section. So that just means that it was their first baby and it ended in a C-section. So 22.5% out of 100 live births were in a C-section. And the VBAC rate for in a hospital was 14.6 out of 100. So if they had a C-section with their first and they tried to have a vaginal birth with their second child or subsequent child, their VBAC rate was 14.6 out of 100. Only about 2% of women are giving birth at home. And about 30% of first-time moms are transferring into the hospital, whether it's for something for baby, for mom needs some rest, mom needs an epidural for some pain relief. 30% are transferring into the hospital. According to the largest home birth study in the US done by MANA between 2002 and 2009, 89.1% of women completed their home birth successfully. 93.6% gave birth vaginally, regardless of hospital transfer. 5.2% had a C-section rate after transfer. So any of that 30% that transferred into the hospital, they had a 5.2% C-section rate. And 87% had a successful VBAC at home. So if they had the C-section with their first and they tried to have vaginal birth with their second in the hospital, that was a 14.6 out of 100 live birth outcome. At home, it is an 87% success rate. Some people choose to give birth at home just because of the cost. Giving birth in the hospital can range anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 depending on where you're at in the US. The average cost of a home birth is about $4,500, but where I'm at in New Jersey, I've seen midwives charge upwards of $7,000. Another huge factor in choosing your pregnancy postpartum care is for your postpartum care. So if you have an OB/GYN, you typically are in the hospital, you have your baby, your OB gives you your prenatals, and then once you're in labor, you go to the hospital, the nurses help you through labor, your OB will come in, catch your baby, deliver your placenta, suture anything that may need stitches, and then they will leave, and you typically stay in the hospital for 24 to 48 hours. If you have any questions or concerns, you're obviously welcome to call the office and they will schedule you for an appointment to come in. Other than that, if you don't have any questions or concerns, they see you again after 6 weeks where they clear you to go back to work, they clear you for any exercise, anything like that. Where at home, midwives come, we will labor sit, we will hang out for your whole entire labor, check on you, check on baby, remind you to drink, to eat, help you get into better positions. After the baby is born, we usually stay for a few hours, make sure everybody's adjusting well. And then we typically come back for a 24 to 48 hour visit, check on you guys again. Another visit 3 to 4 days after baby is born. We do a 2-week visit and a 6-week visit. All of these are done in your home where you are comfortable, making sure that you are resting, because we advise you we follow a 5-5-5 rule. 5 days in the bed, 5 days on the bed, 5 days around the bed. So making sure that you are just resting and nourishing your body, nourishing your baby, bonding with your baby. It's a whole new world. So we really just like to make sure that you are taking care of you and taking care of your baby before anything else. In conclusion, no matter where you choose to give birth, it is best for you. Whether you know for a fact you want to walk into the hospital and get an epidural right off the bat because you don't want to deal with the pain, or if you want to be surrounded by your family in your living room in a birth pool, that is your decision. Birth is entirely your decision, but making sure that you have the research and the information and the statistics, the outcomes, everything, feeling prepared is what is most important.